You're watching Monterey City's Choice. For news, weather, and live local sports. Wyln, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A woman sought in connection with the death of a Schuylkill County man is now in custody. New Orleans police say that 25-year-old Megan Hall turned herself in yesterday in connection with the murder of Patrick Murphy. The owner of Murphy Jewelers in Pottsville was found dead in what investigators say was the result of being cut last Thursday in a hotel room. No motive or information on how the two knew each other has yet been released. A traffic stop Saturday night in Hazleton ended with two men being arrested on charges of having fake money, drugs, and an illegal firearm. 23-year-old Tashawn Nelson and 24-year-old Devon Barlow were pulled over at Moore Avenue and Cedar Street. Police found over $20,000 in counterfeit money and suspected drugs inside. Barlow was later released after numerous charges were filed, and Nelson was arraigned Sunday morning. After causing a scene at a Walmart in Rush Township, a Tamaqua man was arrested and taken to jail for making terroristic threats. According to arrest papers, 51-year-old Edward Nascoda entered the store on February 6th and, while at self-checkout, shouted that he was going to blow up a county courthouse and any state police that got in his way. He also stated that it wasn't his first time that he'd been in trouble. Police identified the man as Nascoda after looking through surveillance pictures and talking with store employees. He was charged on February 21st with 2 counts of making terroristic threats and 1 count of disorderly conduct. He was taken to prison on February 25th after failing to post $50,000 bail. Wilkes-Barre police are questioning 2 people of interest following a shooting in the city back on February 12th. Alana Sobrinsky and Nicole Santiago were both shot in a vehicle near South Main Street and suffered life-threatening injuries. Police were looking for 17-year-old Sabrina Hogan, 20-year-old Miles Singleton, and 17-year-old Consuelo Rodriguez. The 2 individuals currently being questioned by police are not said to be involved in the shooting, but may have information that could lead to an arrest. Staying in Wilkes-Barre, police have released a photo of a man wanted in connection with a hit-and-run incident. Police say the suspect was driving a 2007 to 2010 Lincoln MKX. The vehicle is dark-colored and is likely to have front-end damage. Anyone with information is asked to contact Officer Michael Twerdy at 570-208-6781 or call police headquarters at 570-208-4200. All calls will be kept confidential. Police in Rush Township are trying to identify a suspect involved in a retail theft back on February 20th. A male suspect took a television valued at approximately $450 from a store in the township without paying for it. He was said to be accompanied by a female and a child at the time of the incident. They left in the vehicle described as being either a Jeep Grand Cherokee or a Ford Escape. Anyone with information on the theft is asked to contact Rush Township Police at 570-668-4242. A Hollywood icon has passed away after being rushed to the hospital last week for suffering a massive stroke. According to his publicist, actor Luke Perry died earlier today. Perry was best known for his role as Dylan McKay on the 90s hit TV show Beverly Hills 90210. Most recently, he played construction company owner Fred Andrews for 3 seasons of the CW series Riverdale. The Ohio native also had roles in a handful of films, including The Fifth Element. He was hospitalized last Wednesday after a 911 call came from his Sherman Oaks home in Los Angeles. He passed away today surrounded by family and friends. Luke Perry was 52 years old. Coming up on Wyln News, Luzerne County Council is looking to find savings through the county prison in this year's budget. Plus, March is Red Cross Month, and you're getting asked to be a hero. But first, let's take a look at the forecast. It looks like Tuesday we might see some sun. Wednesday and Thursday, clouds are coming back in all the way up till Friday, and Saturday might have a sun appearance as well. Stay with us.
Hi. I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Rush Township Police were alerted that 2 individuals fraudulently used a credit card at a retail store back on February 28th. The credit card account belonged to an individual from Texas. Police are looking for both a male and female suspect. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Rush Township Police Department. Some members of Luzerne County Council are looking for ways to find savings in this year's budget. Councilman Stephen A. Urban questioned the county's budget and finance head to see if the prison budget has gone down as a result of housing less inmates. Last month, the county's prison population was at 602 inmates, which is a decrease of 110 or 15% compared to 3 years ago. As of this year, the Correctional Services Division is the county's biggest budgetary expense at $23 million. The Budget and Finance Division head will be looking into overtime, food, and other expenses at the prison to find out about cost reductions. Council could then review and possibly make budget reallocations to other areas. March is Red Cross Month, and the American Red Cross is asking people to be a hero for families across Eastern PA. Here's how. The American Red Cross needs heroes to become volunteers, learn life-saving skills, give blood, or donate to #HelpOneFamily on Red Cross Giving Day, March 27th. Since 1943, March has recognized how the American Red Cross helps people across the country and around the world through its workforce, powered by more than 90% volunteers. Every 8 minutes in the U.S., the Red Cross connects with a family who's lost everything to a home fire or other disaster: the roof over their heads, their clothes, their most cherished possessions. This past year was no exception, and the need continues today. Last year, Red Cross volunteers helped millions of people reeling from a second consecutive year of record wildfires, hurricanes, tragic shootings, and other large disasters across the country. More than 100 volunteer heroes from Eastern PA responded to deliver urgent relief and care in people's darkest hours in North Carolina, Florida, and California. This winter, home fires continued to upend lives, when there's often an increased risk of home heating and cooking fires. Just in the last 6 months, local volunteers assisted at more than 500 home fires affecting more than 3,000 people in eastern Pennsylvania. Learn more about how you can be a hero by visiting redcross.org/easternpa. Senator Dan Laughlin is proposing training for low-risk state prison inmates to become volunteer firefighters. At a recent Senate Appropriations budget hearing, Department of Corrections Secretary John Wetzel said that the DOC is working with State Fire Commissioner Bruce Trigo to determine how the training would be done. The process is said to be plausible, but planning will take several months to complete. While there were around 300,000 volunteer firefighters in the state back in the 70s, numbers have dwindled to less than 38,000 today. Nearly 90% of the state's fire companies are volunteer. The State House Democratic Policy Committee chairman said that raising Pennsylvania's minimum wage could help save the state money when it comes to helping the poor. Representative Mike Sturla said that people who make the current minimum wage, which is $7.25 an hour, often have to rely on government subsidies. Raising the minimum to $12 an hour could save the state around $140 million. He states that he's upset with employers who pay only the minimum, so that the state and other taxpayers have to end up helping to pay for minimum wage workers food and housing. Governor Tom Wolf proposed increasing the state's minimum wage to $12 an hour on July 1st. The governor would also like to see an increase of 50 cents annually until the minimum wage reaches $15 in the Commonwealth. Funding was approved today for the development of a mobile game that'll help Pennsylvania residents land manufacturing jobs. Governor Tom Wolf announced that a $158,735 grant will be provided to Catalyst Connection to support the development and marketing costs of the game. Users can practice skill concepts that are found in the National Tooling and Machining Association's Mechanical Aptitude Test. The governor said the game is a truly innovative way of supporting the manufacturing sector. It's part of the Pennsylvania Manufacturing's Training to Career grant that's designed to provide funding for training programs to help unemployed and underemployed individuals. It was launched back in 2017 as part of Governor Wolf's Manufacturing PA initiative. The United States Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Pennsylvania is taking steps to ensure that doctors are not overprescribing opioid prescriptions. The office has asked more than 300 doctors to review their opioid prescription patterns as part of its ongoing effort to combat the epidemic. According to a recent Drug Enforcement Agency report, more than 5,450 Pennsylvanians died in 2017 from drug overdoses. U.S. Attorney David Freed sent letters informing the medical providers that their opioid prescribing patterns for Medicare Part D recipients appear to be significantly different from their peers with the same medical specialties. At this time, the U.S. Attorney's Office has made no determination that the doctors who received the letters have violated the law. Coming up on Warrior Run's News Choice, we'll be bowling for kids' sake with Big Brothers Big Sisters and Community and You. Plus, we'll have some Hazleton boys varsity basketball highlights from this past Saturday in Wilkes-Barre. Stay with us.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas.
But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
I've always been an active guy. One day, I just didn't feel myself. It was my heart. I went to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Pocono. Turns out I had a serious blockage. Within an hour, I was in bypass surgery. My advice? Listen to your heart. If it wasn't for Lehigh Valley Heart Institute, I might not be here today.
You have one heart and one choice when it comes to the best heart care. The hospitals and heart specialists of the Lehigh Valley Heart Institute.
I survived thanks to the Lehigh Valley Heart Institute.
Have you been waiting for huge savings on your next truck? The wait is over. Stop into All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during Ram Truck Month to get the truck you want at the discount you've been waiting for. Get a 2019 Ram 1500 for 0% for 72 months and 90 days until your first payment. Or lease the 2019 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express for $199 a month. The best deals on new trucks are going on right now at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
And today we are talking about Big Brothers Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake. It's a great event, and it will be happening very soon here in our area, and it will happen once again at Bowl Arena in West Hazleton. Allison is joining me. She's a caseworker with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and this is the biggest fundraising event for the organization. And Allison, first of all, let's give just a little bit of the background about Big Brothers Big Sisters and what you guys actually do.
Sure. We look to match up kids in our area with a volunteer who we ask to try and spend a few hours with once a week to get them out of the house, do something fun, play a game, play ball, work on some homework, just to build that friendship and be an extra support for the child.
And this is a great program. This has been going on for many years. And of course, the Bowling for Kids' Sake is a big event that helps you guys raise money to help fund operations, so you are able to match up the volunteers with the kids and keep the programs going. So what can we expect at Bowling for Kids' Sake?
Yeah, it's a great fun event. Again, this year it's going to be at Bowl Arena on Saturday, March 30th, from between the hours of 10 and 4.
Okay.
There are two ways the community can get involved, either through a corporate sponsorship, which would be a business would make a donation to sponsor a lane or sponsor the event itself, or individuals in the community can get together and form a bowling team. You don't have to have any talent in bowling in order to do this. It's just for fun. The team would register online, and what we would ask of them is to set a goal of trying to raise $50 each.
Okay.
They would come the day of bowling to during the hour that they registered for. They would get to bowl their game and have a lot of great food and refreshments, and they would turn in whatever money they raised for maybe some great prizes and incentives that we have.
And there's also a lot of things that go on. So if you don't want to bowl, or maybe you're like, I just want to stop in and help, there's other stuff that kind of goes on hand in hand with the bowling as well.
Absolutely. We usually have a nice array of tricky trays and gift cards and things donated from businesses that maybe can't make a monetary donation.
And they can come and watch.
And they can come and support someone maybe who is bowling. Absolutely.
So this happens again March 30th at Bowl Arena in West Hazleton, right on Route 93, from 10 till 4. If you want more information about it, you can head to bbbsnepa.org. You can also call them. The information's up on your screen, so you can either participate in Big Brothers Big Sisters Bowls for Kids' Sake, and this is also a great opportunity to learn more about the organization and maybe volunteer your time to help somebody. And Amanda, you guys could always use people to pair up with the youth in our area.
Absolutely. We do have a waiting list of about 45 children right now, just for the Hazleton area, who are waiting for someone to be their extra buddy.
Right. So it's a great organization to be involved in. Again, Bowling for Kids' Sake, March 30th from 10 till 4 at Bowl Arena in West Hazleton. Make sure you go out and support this great organization. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You, everyone. We'll see you next time here on Wyln TV.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. Packages are available to fit anyone's budget, and there is a restaurant and catering on site. The facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor parties, private parties of any kind. Call 570-384-2314. Get your green on and join us for the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, Sunday, March 10th. Parade coverage starts at 2 p.m. live on Wyln TV 35. Thousands of spectators, vintage vehicles, local talent, floats, marching bands, and more. The Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, Sunday, March 10th. Parade coverage starts at 2 p.m. on Wyln TV 35. We're your local network.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Michelle from Omni Health Services. She's going to tell you about mental health care that is available now to you in our area. Her services this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Hazleton boys basketball faced the Scranton Knights Saturday night in the District 2 Class 6A Championship at Mohegan Sun Arena. This was a rematch from last year's District 2 championship, where Hazleton won 61-51. Up until this game's third quarter, the lead was constantly changing, but Hazleton's Demir Faison stepped up and led the Cougars the rest of the game. He scored 19 points on the night, 15 in the second half. Going into the fourth quarter, Hazleton had all the momentum, outscoring Scranton 16-7. Hazleton ran away with the District 2 Class 6A championship with a final score of 48-35. Hazleton will now play Methacton this Saturday, March 9th at 6 p.m. at Wilkes University for the first round of PIAA playoffs. Students and faculty will be hearing about the life of a young girl whose life was cut tragically short during Columbine. The public is also invited to attend the presentation about Rachel Joy Scott, who died in the shooting back on April 20th, 1999. The audience will hear about Rachel's shining example of kindness and compassion. The event will take place Wednesday, March 6th at 7 p.m. at the Hazleton Area High School's auditorium. You can also visit rachelschallenge.org for more information. And just another friendly reminder to turn your clocks ahead before you go to bed Saturday night so you don't miss out on the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade this Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. WYLN is proud to once again bring you the parade live thanks to Service Electric Cable TV and Communications of Wilkes-Barre. Join Paula Degman and Gary Perna as they announce the parade and speak with those hanging out, watching, or working the parade. Once again, the 39th Annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade is this Sunday, March 10th, beginning at 2 p.m. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.